Hey everyone, my name is Daria and I'm a senior at the University of Maryland. I'm a double major in biology and psychology. Biology is my primary major, which just means that I chose it first. Specifically within biology, I'm studying physiology and neurobiology. And there are a whole bunch of different concentrations that you can take within biology, things like ecology and evolution, cell bio and genetics, plant biology, but for me, I really wanted to learn about the full systems within the body and learn about humans specifically, so that's why I chose my major. One of my favorite classes that I took was mammalian physiology, and we learned a lot about the human body and how all of our systems are interconnected. So I learned about the cardiovascular system, the pulmonary system, the renal system, the endocrine system, and it was really fast-paced and a lot of work, but it was so much fun. I also took principles of neuroscience, so I learned a lot about the brain. I learned about brain imaging and different studies that were done over time, and it was another great class that taught me a lot about the nervous system. Then I picked up my psychology major my sophomore year because I realized that I really wanted to learn about how people thought and why they behaved the ways that they did. So some of my favorite classes that I took were psychology and law, the psychology of happiness, and developmental psychology, where we learned a lot about how children develop in early development. And I liked it so much that I became a teaching assistant for the class, and I continued to be a TA for 3 semesters, which is a year and a half. Some other cool things that I've done, I've been a part of the Integrated Life Sciences Honors Program, which is ILS. So this was a 2-year program, and my first year I lived with the people in my program. There are about 80 people, and we lived on 2 different floors within my dorm, and it was a really great experience. I made some of my best friends in college from it. I also studied abroad my sophomore year. I studied in Vienna, Austria, and I learned about the history of psychotherapy and a lot about Sigmund Freud. Then I came back. I worked in an on-campus psychology research lab where we studied unethical behavior and lying. I got to look at cool heat maps and signatures from eye tracking studies and learn how to code data and learned a lot about the behavioral side of science. There's so many different aspects of STEM, and there's so many different ways that biology and psychology overlap, and I found that that was where my interest really was. So I decided that I wanted to study medicine at the end of the day. Specifically, my goal is to become a child psychiatrist. I was able to volunteer at an emergency department. I also volunteered at a child psychiatric hospital, and I shadowed a gynecologist, and all of these experiences really made me interested in medicine. I'm currently in the application cycle, so wish me luck. And that's a little bit about me and what my journey has been like in STEM in college. There are so many different ways to study science, technology, engineering, and math, and I hope that you all find something that makes you as excited and passionate about your future as I have.